I hope that you guys were tuned in yesterday to watch yet another episode of my favorite adult friendly series, Power. So let me give you a little power talking. Yes, I am in my car. I had to go to work, honey. But I also had to just come and give my little 2 cents on what I thought went up yesterday. Okay, so first, well, last night I should say. So first, Angela was confiding in her sister and just, telling her how she felt used and, this, that, and the third about how Jamie did her or whatever the case may be. And her sister was basically just being there to comfort her and support her in her time of need. And as women, we've all been there, done that. So then in the midst of that, her job comes and they like send somebody to come and get her so she can tell her side of whatever she knew about the Lobos incident. And in the midst of that, this was her first time figuring out that Lobos is actually dead. So it was like she was caught off guard when, they let the cat out of the bag. So these two interrogators came in to like antagonize the whole unit, and they were basically just saying, we know that there is somebody that's leaking out sources, information or whatever, and that's kind of how everything went down. So they just kind of went through Angela, her ex, and the other people in the squad to kind of get them to spill the beans on each other so they could figure out who was giving all this information. Okay, and also, let me just say this, and I don't care whoever don't like it or whatever. I am a part of this chat room on Facebook, and some of the guys were like hating on some of the ladies because we're always so team Tasha or whatever, and they was basically saying that, a bunch of these scorned women get on here and they talk about this or they talk about that. So I'm not even going to comment on them because I think that's just stupidity for them to say that in the first place. But that last night gave me life. To see Tasha go off on Angie, that gave me life. And I'm like, I don't really care who have something negative to say about it because it is what it is. I mean, I like Tasha's character. I like the way she kind of deals with things, and she's really, really quick on her feet. Like, just for her to be able to come up with that story, even though we all know that they wasn't doing nothing in the room or whatever, but just for her to be able to pull that out real quick and, give Angie the business and then walk off, and then you see how she brushed her on the shoulder. I mean, I live for that. That was cool, because this season, like, we really seen her unravel, and we really kind of get a picture into her day-to-day life now that Ghost is out the house, Sean is dead. So it's like, what's her next move, gonna be? And she's like always the go-to person when anybody gets in trouble, when anybody has something going down. Tommy and Ghost, they're always going to her. And in the meantime, she still has to be mom. She's still trying to, I guess, find her own way or whatever. So sometimes I will be honest that it does kind of rub me the wrong way. I feel like the writers kind of portray her in a bad light, so to speak. And it's like, oh, poor Tasha. Oh, Tasha this. Oh, Tasha that. You don't really see her come up on her own and shine through for who she really is, outside of her husband, outside of her children, just who is the real her. And I think they're slowly but surely coming to bring forth who she really is and let her character really shine and stand out and be like, look, okay, I'm not about that life either. I can bounce back and venture out into my own things. Like, I don't have to be the trap chick. I can do my own thing or whatever. And I really think that there's some tricks in her bag that she just has not pulled out all her cards yet. She's kept her poker face on, and I like that. I also a good highlight from last night's episode was Tommy, like, just to see him unravel. He found out about the baby and just everything like that. Oh man, I just really feel bad for him, and man, I hope he can come out of that. But it's kind of like he's like in the effort stage where he don't give a damn no more. It is what it is. He finna let everybody have it. Everybody finna get the business, and he's just really in his feelings, and he feel like, you know, it's me against the world. You know, he didn't mean to kill Holly, but he did, and now to find out that she was pregnant and all of that, and it's just like, it doesn't feel like there's any coming back from that. And I just really wish that Tommy get this really good girl on his team. Maybe he can meet somebody, be like, you know, come to Jesus with him or something. I don't know. But you know, it hurt to see him get beat up last night and all of this, but I'm curious to see how that's gonna pan out as far as his mentality right now. He kind of feels like, you know, he doesn't have any other choice or any other way to go. Then you got Kanan that just comes out from nowhere. He's stalking ghosts. He knows where he is, but he still haven't pulled out anything. You know, it's kind of like he's trying to torture him. I don't know who the old lady was. I don't know why he had to feel like he needed to kill her and then take Jesus' picture down out of her apartment, but I guess we'll see that next week. So I'm excited to know what next week is gonna be in store. I did see that little, you know how they give you the taste at the end, the sneak preview, and I saw Jamie and Angela in the car. She like, we not friends, we not lovers, we just trying to keep each other out of jail. Girl, please sit down. We already know what you up to. You just trying to cover yourself just like he trying to cover his. He's selfish just like you selfish. So I think y'all made for each other. So we'll see how it go. Till next week. Bye.